Claire says she's ready to read some books. Welcome back to Read with the Horses, our virtual event. Thank you all for joining us today. We have Miss Kathy here who is going to start us off.
Hi, so today I'm going to read Pete the Cat's Train Trip. And I know you guys are all so tired of being in the house and not being able to go anywhere, but books are a great way to do an adventure. So we're going to read this and pretend we're on a train trip. And I am reading with my friend Roha, who likes to read. Pete the cat is going to visit his grandma. He gets to ride on a train. Pete's mom buys 3 tickets. She gives one to Pete and one to his brother Bob. You see that? It's too big for a train. Pete looks up at the big board. Our train is leaving at 10 o'clock, he says. A train speeds by. That's a cargo train, Bob tells Pete. Pete's train has arrived. All aboard, calls the conductor. Pete's mom finds 3 seats. I can't wait to see Grandma, says Bob. I can't wait to explore the train, says Pete. The conductor comes to collect the tickets. Pete hands over his. I love trains, says Pete. I'll show you around, says the conductor. Pete follows the conductor from car to car as the floor rumbles under his feet. Wow, Pete says when they get to the caboose. We're going over a bridge. Pete follows the conductor. He goes to the front of the train. Come in, says the engineer. The engineer is who runs the train. Wow, Pete says. The engineer shows him the engine. The engineer shows Pete the train's brakes. There is a tunnel up ahead. As they go through the tunnel, Pete gets to honk the horn. Toot, toot. Everything is light again. Thanks for showing me around, Pete says. On his way back to his seat, Pete stops and makes new friends. They live in different towns. They are getting off at different stops. So Pete has a chicken friend and some cow friends. Sorry, no horse friends. Pete plays games. A little kid wears his hat. Pete sings a song. What a groovy ride. We get off at the next stop, says Pete's mom. Toot, toot. Pete looks out the window and sees. Who do you think he's going to see? Grandma! Pete is the first one off the train. Pete's grandma gives him a big hug. It feels good. And I think all the grandmas right now wish they could give their grandkids a big hug. Pete loves riding the train, but he loves his grandma even more. What do you think? Should we go on a train ride? Thanks for being good listeners.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Kathy. All right, we're going to head on down this way. You can see the girls have their heads out of their stalls. They're ready to hear some books. And some of you may remember Mr. Dan Wurm. He's been out here with his dogs a couple times reading his book. So he came to join us today. And so he's going to sit and read his book to us here in just a moment. That's okay. Yeah?
Hi, everybody. going to try to keep Claire quiet. I think maybe if we're in front of her, she won't get too loud. Oh, she's being afraid now. Hi everybody, I'm Dan, and I wrote this book, Goodnight, Buckeye, about a year ago. It's when I was training the dog Buckeye. He was with Canine Companions for Independence, trained to be an assistance dog. Well, since then, he's off at puppy college now. So this is kind of a book, kind of a rehash of what we did while I was raising him. And the co-star of the book is Rohan, who's right here with me today. So you'll see that Rohan in the book, Rohan just wants to go to sleep. And Buckeye is busy training. Buckeye and Rohan both learned about 40 commands, and then they go off for about 6 months to, we call it puppy college, where they learn to help people with physical disabilities, maybe possibly somebody in a wheelchair, and they help them pick up things and open doors and all that kind of stuff. So they have a lot to learn. They're really good dogs, and this is just a fun little journey.
I think Claire's ready to hear the story.
Okay. That was a big huff in the These are our heroes. Now, Buckeye in the book will have the blue nose, Rohan will have the pink nose, because they kind of look alike. So, our heroes. Buckeye is a Canine Companions for Independence future service dog and NBC forest puppy with a purpose in Columbus, Ohio. He's smart, confident, full of personality, and sometimes a little silly. Now, Rohan, this guy here, Rohan is Buckeye's older brother. He is very thoughtful and easygoing and loves to help. Rohan is a registered therapy dog and donates blood to help other puppies. He also makes some funny noises, which you'll see in the book. Both dogs are a mix of Labrador Retriever and Golden Retriever, and they both live with me. And there's Buckeye's paw print and Rohan. And as you can tell by Rohan, he's very easygoing, and you'll see that in the book. Our story begins as the sun is setting and the darkness is falling. The crickets are chirping and the tree frogs are calling. Adventure awaits for our two furry friends. Let's check on them now and see how it ends. It's almost bedtime, boys, and you know what to do. Let's perform our nighttime checklist. It's really time to snooze. And that's me right there. It kind of looks like me a little bit. And my friend Danielle Deley, she did all the illustrations for the book. I wanted to mention that. And she's a good friend. She did it very quickly, and she really helped out a bunch with this. Your teeth are all brushed to a bright, shiny white. Check. I gave your coats a good brushing that should last through the night. Check. And finally, a belly rub for each of your tummies. I always do my best for my furry little buddies. Check and check. You always give a belly scratch before they go to bed. Good night, Buckeye and Rohan. Let's get lots of rest. The morning will be here soon, and I want you to be your best. So there's Buckeye sleeping with the blue nose, and then Rohan with the pink. Buckeye says, Rohan, guess what I did last week? Rohan says, uh-oh, here we go. This is Buckeye talking about his week. On Monday, when I got up, I put on my yellow vest. This tells people I'm in training and to ask before you pet. As you know, I'm in training for a very important job. I want to earn a blue vest and be someone's service dog. And Buckeye actually is wearing a blue vest now because he's in training for puppy college. And he's almost ready to be paired with somebody with their future person, his forever person. Here's Rohan. Huff, I'm proud of you, little brother, make no mistake. I want to close my eyes and go to sleep for goodness sake, grumble mumble. Tuesday was puppy class. We practiced some new tasks. We have to listen to our teacher and do as she asks. And we have certain commands here. It's a heel on the left, where you come and they sit down on your left side. A side is on the right, where they come around and sit on the side. Paws up for a lap, the gentler the better. And finally, a visit with my chin on their lap so the person can love on me. What's better than that? And I think we can show a couple of those commands. Let's try. Rohan, sit. heel. Come around. Sit. So that's a heel inside. If I was, say I was in a wheelchair, I'd want him to come around. I'd tell him where to go. I'd say, Rohan, heel. Okay, Rohan. Side. That's a side. And a visit is when they put their chin on your lap. If they want to hand you back something. And if I say lap, okay, roll on lap, lap. That's when you can get up. So he's a little rusty on his, we don't practice every day anymore, but he's learned since he was a little puppy how to do this stuff. And we say off, and he gets off. Okay, heel. Come on. Good. And down. So he still remembers, which is good. I have to find my page again. I'm sorry. Is Claire okay back there?
She's doing great. She loves your story.
Can't tell if it's, I feel a hot breath on my neck. Okay. After class is over, playtime really begins. That's when we get to run around and make lots of new friends. So they go to class just like kids do, and they have recess time. Because they don't want to be learning the whole time. They get bored, just like kids do, just like we all do. So they get to run and play with their friends in class. And Rohan says, "Grr, Buckeye, dear brother, I really need my rest. Please go to sleep now, and don't be such a pest," mumbles Snort. On Wednesday, I got to ride in a parade, and that was fun. We said hello to lots of people, Rohan, one by one by one. Hey, Buckeye, that's great. But you know what I enjoy? A little peace and quiet. I know you've been a busy boy, grumbles Snort. So Buckeye and I, we were in a couple parades, and it was a lot of fun. It's fun to see all the people there. And it's good training for him too, to be around a lot of people. He learns how to control himself and not be the center of attention. So he's very quiet, which is very nice. Guess what I did on Thursday? Just imagine, close your eyes. It's like a big giant bird that flies through the sky. It's an airplane, silly. You didn't even try. I rode up front in the passenger seat. I was all curled up under my puppy Razor's feet. Here's Rohan. Gulp, I know it was an airplane. Sometimes they're a little bumpy. Now get to sleep, please, before I get grumpy. Sniff, snort. So we rode on an airplane, which is very important for their training. Walking through the airport, and actually with the plane, there's all kinds of noises and the pressurization in the cabin. So their forever person may ride a plane all the time, so they have to get used to that. So that's part of the training. Friday is the day I like the best. It's Buckeye Friday on the morning newscast. I get to be on TV and chew on a squeaky toy or two. People all over Columbus get to see what I can do. Ah, yes, Buckeye, you're a star. I've heard that all before. I go to sleep quickly, or I'm heading out the door. Gurgle Snort. So Buckeye was on TV every Friday morning really early. It was awfully early for us. And they got to visit with him. He's starting up again. We attended a football game on Saturday, Rohan, and it was really loud. I even sat quietly while the band played. It made my puppy Razor proud. Rohan, just trying to go to sleep. Oof, football is fun, Buckeye, but I have to confess, all I want to do right now is get a good night's rest. So we went to a couple different sporting events with Buckeye and with Rohan too in his training. So they learn to be around a lot of people and the smells and all that, so it's all important. On Sunday, Rohan, I visited the fair. Oh, the sights, the sounds, the smells in the air. I touched noses with a baby goat and with a great big cow. I wanted to sniff a baby pig, but her mommy said, not right now. Rohan said, sniff, sniff. Touching noses at the fair really sounds neat, but won't you close your eyes and get to sleep? Perp sniffle. Hey, sit. This is Buckeye. Remember, I'm still just a puppy and I need my sleep. Good night, Rohan. I love you. Here's Rohan. Oh, good night. Buckeye, I love you too. Snort, snort. Is Buckeye sleeping? Rohan, oh no, now I'm awake. The end. So that's the book. We had a good time writing it, and we have fun reading it, don't we? Yep. And that's it.
Thank you guys so much for coming out for our virtual Read with the Horses today.
You're welcome. We're having a lot of fun.
All right, now it's time for our horse trivia. So we're gonna head this way. As we're heading out towards our arena, a couple reminders. When we're doing our horse trivia, everyone who participates will get entered to win a Zoom call with your favorite horses. We will work on this first round, naming different parts of the horse. And since Willie spilled the beans, he's going to be our model today, and Mr. Greg's coming on over. And so what we're going to do is Mr. Greg is going to point to a couple different parts on Willie, and Miss Angie can come over and help too if you'd like. Yeah. So the other day, Willie posted a picture with some different parts labeled, giving you guys a hint. And so when you go to answer, we'll tell you what number to put when you type your answer. All right, so number one, can you name the part of the horse that Angie is pointing to and petting right now? So question number one, round one, what is that called? All right, we'll give you a couple more seconds to think about it and answer. Remember, you can always come back and answer again later. Ooh, Owen and Ava, nice job.
Hi, guys. Come here, Will. I know.
All right, how about question number two?
All right, want to pick a different part? What about this part?
What is this part called that Miss Angie is petting right now? So,
Fluffy and got two different colors.
question number two.
Good boy, Will. Good boy.
Oh, I see Tabby's answering. Hi, Tabby.
Hi, Tabby. Good boy, Willie. Got a little fluffy stuff up here. And then it gets longer down here. Willie's got a bunch of different colors in there. I like the little fluffy part.
Oh, nice job, Owen and Ava. We miss you guys. I'm glad to see you guys are participating and
Hi, guys.
taking part in our first ever horse trivia. All right, question three.
All right, this one's going to be harder. I got to come around this way first. What's this? You see this part? Oh, I'm not asking. Sorry, Greg, your phone thinks I'm asking a question. I was listening. This part right here, what is this called? Greg's phone thinks I'm talking to it. Well, you're being such a good boy. Good boy. Right here.
All right. So question 3, what is that part of Willie's back leg called?
Good boy, Willie. Good boy. Right here, look how it bends. Good boy, Willie. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Willie. There we go.
All right. Oh,
Ooh, we got some good.
Owen and Ava are on a roll.
Ooh, I like it. Good job, guys.
All right, how about question 4?
Hey, which one? Let's do this one. Hi. Hi. Right here. Right here. Come here. Give me your face. Hi, buddy. Right here. Right here. Look at that. I know. I'm sorry.
So what is that part that Mr. Greg was just holding and petting? That Miss Angie's hand is right underneath. What is that part of the mane called?
Nobody wants to snap. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Good boy. Nope. Good boy. Good boy. There you go.
And let's do one more. How about question 5? Let's think, when we're thinking for some of our stockhand students, where do we put our hands when we go up into 2-point? So what is that called? That area of the horse that you put your hands when you go up into 2-point.
Here, when we hold our hands, do it like this, like this. Go up. What's this part called? By the way, Willie's really nice and warm. He's warming my hands up.
All right, so go ahead. Remember, you guys can keep answering. You can come back later. We have a second round after our next read aloud at 2 o'clock. We will, great job, Tabby. The second round is going to look at some of our horse tack and some of the things we've talked about in lessons for those of you that have taken lessons here before. And then our third round will be a bonus round. So we hope to see you guys back for that. Make sure that you are checking out our Facebook page. We have a couple videos that were submitted of some awesome guest readers. So go ahead and make sure to check that out and share pictures and videos of you guys reading as well.